I just finished a new business plan. My client and I had a meeting with the bank on Monday and we submitted the information. We were asked to come back this Friday to meet with more people from the bank to discuss the business loan, the business plan that was submitted, and probably go back and forth with some questions. Here are 4 tips I learned when writing this business plan. Depending on the organization who's asking for the information, business plans are not the same. You have the traditional business plan, what everyone thinks about, where you have to compile information and charts and graphs, and it has to be 40, 50 pages thick and detailed marketing plans and on and on and on. That wasn't what I had to write. Because my client has been in business for years, the bank had requested a simplified business plan. Here's what the bank told us. Yes, just a very simplified plan, like a brief resume for my client with their experience, a brief description of their current business, a simple plan of their next step of expansion, which would be a new shop space for his business and services that will be provided, and if necessary, what equipment will be purchased. A simple projection stating business revenue that this will generate. Just a projected number based on business plan. No detailed graphics or anything needed. It helped that my client had been in business for a number of years, kept meticulous financial records, and we were able to gather this information. It also helps that my client had a relationship with the bank already for years, and they were able to look at his accounts. Regardless of what type of business plan you are going to write, ask some questions. Yes, there is some common information that will be included in all business plans, but why write an 80, 90-page business plan full of charts and graphs when you don't have to? I think it's worth it to have a preliminary meeting with the financial institution where you're going to ask for the money and then say, hey, what type of business plan do you need? What information do you need in that business plan? Because they have all these templates out there, but geez, these templates, I think the last major business plan I wrote took 40 hours. So if you don't have to spend 40 hours, don't do it. If you can anticipate some of the questions that the financial institution may ask, be sure to include that in the business plan. Take the time to double check, triple check the information you are giving the financial institution. Make sure all your schedules are in place. Make sure your K-1s and personal financial statements are in order. When you hand off the information to the bank, make sure it's bound. Make sure it's secure. Make sure that no pages can be lost. Yes, I was told that the business plan could be simple, but simple is relative. The person who is telling me to write a simple business plan, simple, it could be too basic for the decision makers. So what I decided to do was to straddle, to go in the middle and answer some questions that I would have if I were in the decision maker's position. And that could be anything from what type of marketing plan you're going to have versus who's going to be running the place. I plan on documenting this entire process from soup to nuts and taking you guys along for the ride. So if you want to learn anything about writing a business plan and securing business financing, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything. Thanks for watching. If you want to know more about business operations, business management, human resources, and other topics related to running a business, click on one of those play links. Click on one of these Click on the playlist.
One eternity later.
Click on one of these playlists. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe.